What's going on, everybody? In this video, I want to talk about how we can write or find the linear function when we're given a set of x values and f of x values. So some inputs and some outputs. So I'm going to teach you the process of how we can write linear equations with a couple of those sets. Let's say we're given that f of 2 is equal to -6 and f of -1 is equal to 3. So basically what this is saying is that we have ordered pairs corresponding to the input and output values that we have here. So in this case, our inputs or x values are going to be 2 and -1. And our output values are going to be -6 and 3. And they correspond to the input values that we have. So you can translate these into ordered pairs, and we know that we can use the coordinates in the ordered pairs to find a slope using the formula m is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. And when you pick a point for x2, y2, and then you pick the other point for x1, y1, you get that the slope is going to be equal to 3 minus -6, or the other way around if you pick the other point, and divided by -1 minus 2. And when we work out the math, this is going to give you 9 over -3, which is -3. So we have one piece of the puzzle. And then, since we have 2 points to choose from and a slope, we can use the point-slope form to find the equation of the line. So you have y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1 for the point-slope form. And I'm going to choose the point -1, 3 for x1, y1, and as you know, the slope is -3. So when I plug these numbers in, I get y minus 3 is equal to -3 times x minus -1. And when I work out the arithmetic, y minus 3 is equal to -3x. These negatives cancel, but I multiply by a -3, so I end up with a -3 in the end. And then the -3's on either side of the equation cancel. So I'm just left with y is equal to -3x. So this is the equation of the line that is going to have these input-output values and pass us through these points. Let's say that I have f of 0 is equal to -5 and f of 4 is equal to -8. And I want to find the equation of the line that has these input-output values. So again, my input values are going to be the things that I plug into the function. So in this case, I have 0 for an input, and I have 4 for an input in my points. And then the output is going to be what happens. What do I set it equal to? So the first output is -5, and the second one is -8. And these correspond to the x and y coordinates. So if I want to find a slope, I can use the formula m is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Plugging in the points, I have the slope is equal to -8 minus -5 divided by 4 minus 0. And then finally, that gives me that the slope is -3 over 4. So now that I have a slope, I can choose one of the points here in the point-slope form to find the equation of the line that has these input-output values. So I'm going to choose this point right here because it has a 0 as one of the coordinates. Makes the math a little bit easier. So I'm going to use the point-slope form. Y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1 to find the equation of the line. So I'm going to plug in my points for x1, y1, and the slope. I get y minus -5 is equal to -3 over 4 times x minus 0. And then working out the math, I have y plus 5 is equal to -3 over 4x. And then all I have to do is subtract the 5 on either side. So I end up with y is equal to -3 over 4x minus 5 as my answer. And this is the equation of the line that's going to pass through these 2 points and has these input-output values. So I hope this video was helpful in translating some function notation into points, and then you can find linear functions based on those input-output values. So I hope the video was great, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Take care, everybody.